All right, we in this thing, man. It's A-Dub and Wildmount. I'm finally here for one of the videos. I got kids, man. I be busy.
It do be like that sometimes. It
Yeah,
do be like that sometimes.
but we definitely had to make sure we both came through for this banger that we heard today. It got announced: Dana White, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, going to be on the Ultimate Fighter. I don't even know what season it
I
is.
think it's 17,
I haven't
18, something
seen
like
I
that.
haven't seen it in a
Yeah.
while, so
I
it's
think
actually dope.
the last one was what last year, Nunes versus Pena.
Damn, was it?
Wait. Let me.
Because it's like I haven't seen it in so long, so it's like that's why this is needed. I feel like a lot of people have been saying like we need something to keep the Ultimate Fighter going because it's been like slowly dying off.
Yeah, man. I think like Volk isn't Volk in Ortega's season was entertaining, but Volk isn't like an entertaining character for most
Yeah,
people. Most people just love Volk for his fighting, and then everybody pretty much knew Pena was going to get her ass whooped by Nunes. Like I
yeah,
think people kind of already understood that. So
yeah.
yeah, man. Not only is this an interesting fight, it's just also two interesting characters, bro. Michael Chandler's super happy,
Yeah.
everything positive personality, and then everybody knows who Conor is at this
But then
point.
he got and like Michael Chandler has that like he's got that WWE like wrestler promo, so he can cut a
Yeah,
promo at any second, and then Conor is a walking promo. So literally, like I don't see how this couldn't be a good season. I can see I feel like Conor will try to like talk a little trash, but Michael Chandler really don't be talking trash. He's just like, yeah, like I want to fight
he
this dude. You're
he
good, but I'm gonna beat you. And it's like, so it might be like how the Uriah Faber season went. Like they're kind of joking with each other because like
I
that was a
mean,
good season, but it was still like Conor was running the
most
show.
most of Connor's trash talk isn't even really him just roasting people. It's just him like being brutally honest, bro. It's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, you got knocked out before. I'm gonna crack you again. I'm gonna
yeah.
just go ride out on my high horse. But yeah, this is gonna be not only interesting to see. The fight is gonna be crazy. I think I told you this before we got on. I think Connor's gonna sleep him. Like I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be particularly close. Like
I mean, it's definitely it's a winnable fight for both of them, considering they're both coming off of losses. And I
yeah,
mean, Conor always does well when it is someone just going forward because he's a great counter fighter. He can fight off of his back foot. He can throw the counter left, counter right. It really doesn't matter. He's got that counter uppercut that he threw like a million times against Nate Diaz. But it's like Chandler does have the power. I mean, like if Poirier can put him away, Chandler has the power to sleep Conor.
yeah.
But if Conor, like I'm telling you before we started recording, if Conor comes out in that front leg heavy, leaning over, hunched over boxer, I feel like he'll lose with that style. He can knock Chandler out with the style, but I feel like he can lose. There's bigger ways for him to lose because that leg kick's going to be
Yeah.
there. But Chandler,
But
Chandler's getting
yeah,
pieced up, he can easily hit him with a double leg like it's over.
but that's the thing I think a lot of people underrate about Conor. Conor doesn't get taken down easily. Like
Yeah.
he's not somebody we've only really seen Habib just take him down and destroy him and just hold him down for long. And then even then it was hard for Habib to get him down for long too.
Chad Mendez got him down, but
But
we
it
saw
was
what
like
happened with that, and Connor had a
yeah,
torn ACL or whatever. I think something was wrong
yeah.
with his knee, I believe.
But yeah, historically Conor isn't the easiest dude to take down. Now once he gets to the ground, he has a good enough guard not to get subbed. And Chandler isn't going to be he's not Oliveira. He's not going to be throwing up triangles. He's not
Yeah,
going to be throwing up subs. He's going to be trying to punch him in the face. But I
yeah,
also just don't think Chandler is going to want to fight like that. Like he's already pretty
yeah.
much came to the realization that yeah, he Chandler. I hate the word gatekeeper, particularly in fighting, because I think it disrespects fighters. But Chandler is a top 5 gatekeeper, right? He's one of those dudes like if you can beat Michael Chandler, you're going to be at the top of the division. If you can't beat Michael Chandler, you won.
Yeah,
We saw it with Tony Ferguson. We saw it with Dan Hooker, bro. So
yeah.
this is a great fight to figure out where the hell McGregor is at, though. Like if he can't beat Michael Chandler, it gets very,
I feel
very
like if
ugly.
he loses to Chandler, I feel like it's gonna be like, okay, are you about to retire? Because who do you fight
Yeah,
next? Like you
yeah.
lose to Chandler, what?
Like Jorge Masvidal, maybe he has a tough fight with Gilbert Burns coming up, which we're gonna make a video about, and then you
Yeah,
have like maybe RDA at that point, but at
I'm
that
yeah,
point,
I still want to see that fight. I wish Aldo would have retired. I would have loved to see that rematch, but
nah, Aldo wasn't coming back. Also, another thing that a lot of people haven't realized about this fight, where has this fight been fought at? Like, I don't think this is a 55 fight. I think this is a 170 fight.
oh, well, I said that to because it was funny. I woke up to you messaging me and Horace messaging me, and I said the same thing. I was like, "Bro, where are they fighting?" And I was like, "It's got to be 170."
Yeah,
Connor is like 220 right now.
yeah. So it's like that's a big thing because I think Chandler is better at 170 than he would be at 155.
It's just he's just short,
McGregor.
but Conor's short.
Yeah.
They're both short. I mean, like,
Conor,
what are they? 5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, Conor's like 5'7", I think. Like, I don't think he's that big.
I think they're all shorter than what they be saying.
yeah, bro. Poirier is listed at like what 5'10", 5'9", something. He's not no fucking.
I mean, obviously Uriah Faber's small, but like I met him and I was just like, I'm way bigger than this dude. And then I met what's his name? Tyron Woodley. I'm taller than Woodley. And then I met Michael Johnson. I'm like, I'm taller than all these dudes. I'm like, I think y'all be lying about your heights, bro. Because I'm barely 6 foot.
People don't understand. Fighters are typically small, bro. Like,
yeah, especially wrestlers.
If you look at Floyd Mayweather is like 5'6". Like, he's not a giant person, bro. But yeah, this fight, like I said, I think this fight is going to be insane. Like, I don't see Chandler winning, but I also am like, if he wins, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
like, it's not,
I mean, it's a winnable fight for both.
Yeah,
I just want Conor. I want the old bouncing, moving, using kicks to keep distance Conor. I don't want that. I mean, he's got power, but I think I really think like after the Floyd fight, like he thought he was a boxer or he was just loving the boxing training because that's how he came out in his last 2 fights. And it's just straight hunched over, trying to throw little counters and using head movement, which is good, obviously. But Conor was always at his best when he was like relaxed, leaning back, pawing, keeping the distance. Cause I just rewatched the Eddie Alvarez fight. Like, that's the best Conor I've ever seen. Like, literally, even when Eddie Alvarez would throw a punch, he didn't even flint. He just let it go past his face and was just like, all right. Like, and instantly countered. Like, that was I've never seen somebody just get dominated. Like, I mean, I've seen dominations, but the way he was just like, bro, you're not even going to be able to clip me. And then easily 4-piece counter. Like, all right. I just want to see that Conor again. But, hey, you know what I mean? I'm not the fighter.
I think the funny thing about it is a lot of people were like flaming Chandler for not taking the Arman Tsarukyan fight earlier this week. Like, they were like,
oh yeah,
you're ducking Arman, yada yada. And for him, he probably was like, nah, dog, I got a chance to go make $5-6 million to fight Conor McGregor. I'm
like,
not going to fight Arman Tsarukyan.
And especially because it's like, okay, when you're still going for the belt, it's like Chandler's not about to get the belt anytime soon. He already, he's lost to Poirier. He's lost to
Gaethje.
He's lost to Oliveira. For him to win the title, it would literally take. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, who you gonna beat? Beating Conor doesn't help. Beating the other dude, that doesn't help. And it's like, so I can't get the belt. Let me get $5 million real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. If he sleeps Conor, we've seen the UFC do some crazier things. Shit, it was speculated they were thinking about making Jorge Masvidal versus Leon Edwards in a couple.
Well, that's just because they got the storyline. Like,
if you
punched him in the face 4 years ago or 3 years ago.
You slept Conor McGregor. I don't care how many losses you are. Even if Conor is what people think Conor is right now, which I've said before, I think people are kind of underrating Conor at this point. But yeah, like, if he sleeps Conor, I wouldn't be surprised. Particularly at lightweight, where you have pretty much Beneil and Charles. They're going to fight. It's been speculated. And it's just like, I've seen weird things happen. I've seen weirder things happen.
It's just, I'm just thinking of it like, okay, so say he beats Conor, and they just like, I just don't see them giving him an automatic title shot because it's like everybody in front of you've lost to, and then Beneil Dariush, like, he needs to be like, I literally wouldn't even take another fight if I was him because it was like he was supposed to fight Islam, and then that fight got scratched. Yeah. And then now he's the champ. It's like, well, what's up with that fight? I'm not fighting anybody else. And it's like he's been on a winning streak. He had a real good win last time, so it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like that's the next title fight. If maybe Volk wins. I don't know.
I think we'll talk about that next week.
We'll say that for later. But
yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the fight. Like I said, if I had to come down to it, I'm taking Conor third round TKO.
Third round,
yeah, because Chandler has a bad habit of blowing his gas tank too early.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think he's going to use his wrestling a lot more, but also, like I said,
he needs to.
Connor's historically a hard guy to take down. It's one of those things that people don't realize, just like with Jorge Masvidal, where I talked about it in the video between him and Gilbert Burns. Masvidal historically isn't the easiest dude to hold down. Like, you can take him down, but he's not hard. He's hard to finish, and he's hard to keep down. Yeah. So I think Connor's not kind of in the same position, man. But I'm excited. Like I said, fireworks, dog.
So, like, when it comes to like with Poirier, I mean, like, we see like certain fighters how they fight. Like, I'm gonna fight him a little different than that person fought him, or how, like, so when Chandler fought Poirier, I feel like he didn't respect, like, I didn't think he was just gonna get slept in one punch. Like when I think of Dustin Poirier, I don't think of one punch KO. I think of volume, and then like when he's getting you hurt, like he's swinging hard, like he can hit hard, but I don't think of one punch knockout. When you think of Conor, you're like, watch that left, he's going to sleep you. So like maybe Chandler does pace himself a little more, or like you said, try to use the wrestling. But yeah, of course, I mean, I'm not gonna pick against Conor. I got Conor second round TKO, man.
I think
I just try to play both sides. I try to be devil's advocate. I got Conor second round TKO.
Just to be fair to Chandler though.
Wait, is it going to be the headliner though too? Because what if it's not 5 rounds to 3 rounds could be different?
Headliner probably going to have Nunes on the undercard. You know how they do it.
Yeah,
I will talk about that eventually when we talk about fighter pay, because it's a reason they do those type of fights like that. But yeah, like they're probably going to headline Nunes versus whoever on the undercard, and then probably a decent 3 fights below them. But it's Conor. Like they're going to do 1.7 billion buys no matter what. Like it's Conor, dog.
I hope he gets the dub. I like Conor. I used to kind of be skeptical of him, but I like Conor, bro. He's made the sport. I mean, I've been watching UFC. I've been watching MMA. Shit, probably before you was born. Like I've been watching. Like I remember being like 10 years old, spending the night at my friend's house, and we wake up at like. We stay up all night. It is like the weekend, and it's like 3 a.m, and then we're like, "What is this on?" And it's Pride. You know, I'm seeing people get soccer kicked in the face, and like parents like, you can't be watching this. I mean, I was watching it back then, so I've always just loved MMA fighting, period. And then the fact that like I used to always just sit around like, why is it not bigger? Why is it not bigger? And then Dana White's like, well, it could have been bigger, but they're not offering what is. We could have been on SportsCenter, we could have been on ESPN, but then Conor comes in and just changes the game, and now everybody knows who Conor is. You don't even have to watch fighting. If you say Conor McGregor, most people know who you're talking about. And it's like, changing the game with fighter pay. Not everybody, but he shows that you can get big paydays. You can go, I'm about to go box Floyd and get $100 million. What MMA fighter has ever done that? And it's like, you could have did that. Anderson was supposed to box Roy Jones, but clearly they weren't marketable enough, or something happened and they didn't do it. But Conor was like, nah, we're doing this. And that's why I always respect Conor and I like Conor. So I want to see him get back in the win column and see what he can do.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm just excited about it. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. It's always just like with John Jones with Conor. It's always something.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't throw a lobster at a stripper on his yacht or something.
On a fucking cocaine binge and dive off the side of his boat and he's fucking Aquaman.
Like they find out that movie Cocaine Bear is based on a true story and it's Conor's bear.
Hopefully nothing goes wrong, man. But yeah, appreciate y'all boys for tuning into the vid, bro. Look out for more vids on the channel.
More vids, more MMA talk, and especially like once fights are actually coming back on, we'll be able to do like, breakdowns and build ups to fights too.
Yeah, man.
So appreciate y'all watching. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and we'll holla.